Hey guys, it's Extreme Fix It here. We're working on a 2013 Ford Focus. We're having issue turning the radio on. So what's happening is you turn the radio on, nothing happens, just a blank screen. So first of all, before you start, just make sure you hook up your vehicle to a charger or some sort of machine just to keep the battery from dying because you'll have to turn the key on and off. The first thing we did before everything was we checked the fuse. The manual here. It's fuse 79. Let's take a look underneath here. Let's get some light in a second. Some light here. Let's see if it's gonna light will come back on. 1 second. Interior light just went out. Fuse 79. Okay, so as you can see, the fuse 79 is right there. It looks like a 15 amp fuse. It's right location there. We've already checked ours, and ours was okay. So we're gonna go ahead and test the radio and show you what we're having. Okay, so the radio here. I'll put the key. So I got the key in the on position. So when I go to turn on the radio, all I get is this error here, the screen here. So to zoom a little bit closer, you can see that the radio does not come on at all. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna try replacing the radio. So we did get a replacement radio from the wrecker right here. So we're gonna try to slap that in and see if that helps. Okay, just 1 second. So we'll start by removing our trim. So we've already started on this one, so you gotta carefully pry around here. In our case, we've already gone around once, just for the video's sake, just to speed things up. But the biggest part is gonna be at the top here, where you have to kind of lift the dash a little bit and be careful not to crack or break anything. So in our case, we just put it back a little bit. There'll be 2 screws here. There'll be hex screws. There'll be 2 little screws like this. There'll be 1 right here, as you can see, and there'll be 1 right here. You've already removed those 2 screws with an Allen key, and the size on the Allen key is, if I can see here, it's a T25 Allen key, just to help you guys out. Okay, so far we've done that. Just trying to. So we're gonna go ahead and turn off the key. Go over here, turn off the key. We got our battery on the charger, so we don't drain the battery, because the headlights do stay on. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this out. So the other tricky part is gonna be not to break the connection here, because I didn't take it out all the way. You can see it's kind of still tied up a little bit. Is to maneuver around these clips. There's 1 and 2. They're kind of like guide clips. So once you pull it out, I'm just gonna set this down. I want to put it over here, and as I'm working, I'll bring this stuff to the camera. Okay, so I'm behind here. I'm gonna grab that. Okay, so there'll be a few plugs. I don't know if you can see it. So let me remove the screen here. Let's see. The screen's off. Perfect. So now you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So there'll be 3 plugs. Well, 2 plugs, 2 main plugs with the antenna connection. So first plug, you just press on the tab, pull, press on the tab, pull, press and tab, pull. And then this one is a little tab here, which you will use something like this, squeeze, and gently pull. Okay, so this is the old radio. There's no marking on it. This is the new radio. It's got a marking on it. Okay, so same thing. It's just a reverse process. We're gonna go ahead and hook up the antenna. As you can see, go ahead and put the first plug. Make sure it clicks, and put the second plug. Make sure it clicks. Okay. Okay. Now, again, to put it back is the reverse. You put it back on those tabs, lock it in place, put your hex screws back in. The T25, I said it was T25, yeah, T25 hex, screw that back on. Okay. Okay. And this is a common issue on these Focuses. And the radio came from a 2012, so it looks like they're compatible all the way to 2015, 2016. I could be wrong. Just double check that. So just before I put it back, I just want to click this back in place. It looks like this panel has been taken off before because there's some broken stuff and some stuff has been glued here. So what we're gonna do is make sure that it's sitting properly, and then we're gonna put it back in place. So this one here. So what I would advise is that you have this put back on here so it's easy to mount. So I just put the vents back with the screen. So when it comes in, I can see that this one came off and it's sitting like that. So I'm gonna try to put it back the same way. Okay. So I can install it back in place. See if it'll click into place. That's what it looks actually. So I'll put the camera here. So it looks like this one just kind of broke off. Now yeah, this one's been broken before, so I'm just gonna jimmy it in there. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna plug the stereo face plug. Don't forget that. And it just goes on the side and it plugs in. I'm doing the wrong side. Okay, here she goes. And I would go by the bottom, slide it over, get that in place. Just look at the connection as they sit. So you end up. Just make sure that these two legs stay on the outside. Kind of tricky. Easy to take off, but hard to put back in. Okay. Then it's gonna slide down, so it can go back at the top there. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're gonna fight with this, and we'll come right back. Okay. So coming back to this. So I lied. So you want to get the top part in first. So this part has to slide in first, and then you can put the bottom part in, and then she just clicks right in. Again, just make sure you plugged in you've gone ahead and plugged in the connector for the face panel. Okay. So we're gonna do so a moment of truth right now. We're gonna test to make sure that the radio comes on. Okay. So we're gonna turn the key on. Give it a second, and as you can see, you hear the radio's coming on. Now I can go on and off, and then we can try to change stations. That's FM. There you go. That's pretty much how you do. That's all you do the radio on a 2013 Ford Focus. Thanks for your time. This is Extreme Fix It, Omar Extreme Fix It. Thank you. Bye.